Welcome back to episode 5 of The Weighing Room, brought to you by the Winners Enclosure. You are joined with myself, Hannah Baycroft, and Frankie Foster, and we're going to be taking you through Saturday's ITV race card. Now, we're going to be looking at 4 races from Haydock and 3 from Ascot. Now, just having a quick look at last week, Frankie, I have to say, well, actually, you'll be pleased about this. I didn't do so well last week. You had 2 winners, and the Winners Enclosure had 2 winners, which was great. But tell us about Cheltenham. How was it for you?
Yeah, thank God. I thought I was going to do the card on Friday. I had the first 2. Fergal's in the first, who's flying, then editor de G. And then had it not been for Rachel Blackmore's incredible jockeyship, I would have had a winner there because it would have been first over the fence. But how insane was that? How she sat on, I can't actually remember the name of the horse, Gin Online.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. I mean, in your opinion, because there was an inquiry, do you think she should have carried on?
Yeah, I think so. I was really surprised. I was immersed in Cheltenham, and Friday was a day out for me, so I was very hungover and got through a full day's work Saturday and went out. So I was engrossed in all things Cheltenham and not really looking at the media. And I was shocked to find out, sort of chatting to someone on Sunday, hearing that she got some stick for it. I thought that was, well, as I said, I was shocked. I thought she would have got praised for, such amazing skill. The horse got up and carried on fine, and she managed to sit on it. So I think I had it the other way, that it was, an incredible bit of sports performance over anything we should be complaining about. And thank God both horses were all right. I think the scouting team gave an update as well on my Droga, and both horses and jockeys home safe. So all good. But yeah, it is racing. Great weekends racing. And unfortunately, after those 2 winners, nothing else won. But I still had good fun, which is the main thing.
That is the main thing.
This weekend, I'm off to Haydock, which is nice because we're about to run through the Haydock card together. Or at least
we are.
So.
And I mean, so actually, I was going to say, with Haydock, gonna share a little story here. So actually, Haydock for me is quite a special place because it's been 2 moments in my career. So like the first time I went to Haydock, I was a showgirl for the opening credits for ITV alongside Ed Chamberlain, which was really nice. And then the second time was this year when we went, when it was absolutely hammering it down with rain. And obviously presenting the racing for race day. So Haydock for me, I think is just a really special place. And then when I was looking through the card today, I was like, oh, and that obviously the last time I went there, like I said, was when it was hammering it down with rain. But I have had brief look actually at the forecast, and it is going to be dry with a little bit of rain scheduled. Now, I always forget that obviously I'm in London, so I look at the sky outside and I'm like, oh, the weather's fine. But obviously Haydock is a long way from here, so obviously the weather will be different. But so far it appears to be dry with a bit of rain. And what is going to be really nice as well, which I'm really excited for, is the Betfair Chase. Quarto Star, obviously one of his favourite courses. He won the Betfair Chase 4 times, 2006, 2007 and 2008. And then again in 2011. So Bristol de May will be, well, it's on to him to see if he can make it a 4th win to equal Quarto Star. So that'd be really exciting on Saturday. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm sure you're looking forward to the same, or is there anything in particular that stands out to you?
No, that's the big one, isn't it? Some big names. I'm quite looking forward to watch Braveman's Game in the first chasing. That's been a horse I've wanted to see go chasing since it went in the Ballymore at Cheltenham. So I'm excited to watch that. I mean, fingers crossed. I was about to say it's not much of a race and it should win, but you never be too sure. But
you never know.
I'm excited to see Braveman's Game go over fences for the first time.
It is. Well, without further ado, let's crack on and get through the card. So let's start off with the 1350, which is the Betfair graduation steeple chase. Now, the Winners Enclosure have gone for Braveman's Game. I am also sided with Braveman's Game, and I believe you are too, aren't you? So that's a full house all around. Something actually that we haven't all agreed on in a few weeks. So yeah, obviously we didn't see Braveman's Game, at Wincanton, was a non-runner. So it'd be nice to actually finally see him again. Since the last time we saw him on his chasing debut at Newton Abbot on the 10th of October. I mean, he's a really, really exciting novice chaser. I mean, he's brilliant. So super excited to see him. But I've actually also noted down the Dan Skelton Alnadam Harry Skelton rides on Saturday. Now, he is top weight. He makes his seasonal debut. Last time out, he was the favourite at Cheltenham, did come 7 from 16. But it'll be interesting to see how he goes. So I have noted that one down for myself just to have a look at.
Price at
And
18.
Sorry?
So there's a big price at 18 to 1.
Yeah, well, if it came in, you'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you? But no, I've just noted that down just to have a look at. And I was going to say, actually, last year's winner was Master Tommy Tucker. So another Nichols horse. So if he wins again, that'll be another one for the team. But Frankie, like I said, you've had this pick for yours. So
yeah, Brave Man.
What are your thoughts?
As we said, we all had it to win when Canton it was supposed to go out, wasn't it? And exactly the same here. We've all selected it. It's a really exciting novice chaser. Did nothing wrong first time chasing. Slight step up in class here. And I think you just want to watch this horse go around and do the business. And all roads lead to Cheltenham with this, I think.
Okay, so we're all agreeing on that one. But let's move on then to the 1425, the handicap hurdle race. Now, this one, well, first we'll say the Winners Enclosure one. The Winners Enclosure going for Dr. Foster. So I had to lean far away there because I've got books everywhere. But I'm excited actually.
Dr. Duffy.
Sorry?
I said Dr. Foster or Dr. Duffy?
Did I say Dr. Foster?
Yeah.
Oh, did I? That's a really good series, actually. Have you seen it? It's so good. I meant Dr. Duffy, not Dr. Foster. I am going with Did They Leave You Out, the JP McManus horse. Now, what was interesting when I was looking into this horse, so he's had 2 runs already this season, second both at Chepstow and most recently at Newbury, and he came second by 3/4 of a length from Stony Mountain. So when you look at his record, back in 2019, 2020, had an absolute terrible time, had 2 falls, and then on his seasonal debut in 2020, he fell. So it wasn't looking great at all. But what I found interesting was, we normally see this horse around January, February, March time, and it doesn't look great. However, now we've seen him. He's gone quite well, came second, like I said, both races. The last time he went around this time was in 2018, and he had 2 out of 3 winners from October, November, December. So I thought that's quite interesting because he's going well so far. So it'll be nice to see how he goes. Last race he carried 10 stone 11, and he'll be carrying 10 stone 13. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But I just thought that was really interesting, actually. And I've got his form up here because I was looking at it again earlier. You look at it, and when you look back, you just think, no, it doesn't look great. But like I said, I'm hopeful. Had the two seconds recently, and I think it will go well Saturday. Fingers crossed that I can get some more winners. That's who I'm going for.
11 to 1. So, same as Dr. Duffy, both around 11 to 1. Mine, I am looking at the top of the market. I mean, to be fair, both horses at the top there, hanging around 9 to 2, 5 to 1 apiece. Riggs for the Skelton team, I think it's an interesting one, and on form I'd probably have it. It ran in a grade 3. It fell next time out when going best of all, and then I would discard its most recent run, being its reappearance run, and I'd say it would come on for that. And it's actually going off a pound lower, I think, than when they had it in that grade 3. So on form I'd have that. You know, it went well in the grade 3. It fell next time out going best of all. But the horse I'm going to go with is not that. It's right place, right time. I think Emmett Mullins will not be taking one here over from Ireland for a day out at Haydock. I think they're coming here to win. It's been going well in 3-mile chases. It's only carrying 10 stone 2. And there's already been a lot of market support for it. It's around 12s into 5s already. So I think, you know, off of that form and the fact that I don't think they'll take one horse over from Ireland to Haydock to run a race like this for no reason, I reckon Emmett Mullins could have a smart one up his sleeve. So right place, right time for me at 5 to 1.
Okay, so then we get right into it with the Betfair steeplechase 3 o'clock at Haydock. So, bit of a torn situation here between my head and my heart. So obviously last year's winner was Bristol de May. Like I said earlier, attempts to make it a 4th win at the race. Now, as much as he is a beautiful horse, I absolutely love him. I know I say I love all beautiful horses, but that's just a true horse lover. They're all beautiful. I am going with A Plus Tard. Now, I had to really think about this, because actually I've written two things about both, and I was like, So my heart is saying Bristol to May, because I'd like to see him get the fourth win, but my head is saying Tard. So highest rated in the race, obviously ridden by the dream team. You've got Rachel Blackmore and Henry de Bromhead. Should really say ridden by, because they're not both riding at the same time, but you know what I mean. So the last time we saw him was the Gold Cup, and came second to stablemate Manila Indo. This weekend is his seasonal debut, and he does go well fresh, so that's not a problem. And it is his first time at Haydock, so that would be nice to see.
That'd be my only.
Sorry.
That would be my only question. First time going around Haydock, but I'm in the same boat, and so is the Winners Enclosure. It's a full house again. For Tard. As you said, I mean, second in the Gold Cup, you don't get much more of a staying test than that. Both those horses beat Alba and Photo, who was two-time Gold Cup winner in third, who had a great prep again. So you're looking at some real smart horses out of that race. One that is my selection. One at a price might be Royal Pagal for Venetia Williams. I was quite excited to see this horse go in the Gold Cup after it kind of burst onto the scene late last year. And I think maybe if it rains, if it gets soft ground, that might be a shout. But I think the forecast is supposed to be good to soft and pretty dry, actually. But yeah, a Tard, full house for all of us, but one at a price, maybe Royal Pagal if it's wet.
I mean, you never know with the English weather, it all could change. And as well, Haydock, it is a flat track, so that might be okay for that one. That's what I've noted down. Okay, so moving on to the last one that we're looking at Haydock Park, we have got the My Odds Boost on Betfair Handicap Steeple Chase. Now, when I first looked at this, I put down Empire Steel. However, I'm going to go for something different, because I saw you went for this one, and I thought, well, I'm going to be, let's not be boring. Let's not all go for the same here. Let's talk about some other horses. So I am going for Strictly Dancer, which I do believe is the current favourite. Now, with Empire Steel, you're probably going to say the same thing, but it does go well fresh. Every time it's gone one fresh, every time it's come out fresh, it's won, and it is the seasonal debut, so not a problem there. However, that's not who I'm going with. Strictly Dancer, which I do believe is the Winners Enclosure pick as well. The form, it's got great form. It's won its last two times out. It's out of Yates as well. Now, this season, it's had 3 runs. It's won 2 of them. So its first appearance was the 8th of October, my birthday. It came 5th. Then the second was the 22nd of October and the 13th of November, both coming first. Now, it has had a different jockey each time. So Jack Tudor rides, but the last time he won on this horse was on the 11th of November in 2020. But since then, he has placed. So it'll be nice to see how it goes. And yeah, I'm going to go with Strictly Dancer.
Same for the Winners Enclosure. And I don't think you'd be, well, it's definitely not a bad shout, and it's top of the market at like 6-4 now. I was actually watched it with Christian at Cheltenham, and they were quite surprised to see it win. It obviously won in October, come back in November, and they weren't expecting it to win, but it looked like it could have gone round again. It won going away. It looked a real smart horse, and they were excited for it. But I think this is a slightly tougher race. I mean, they obviously fancy it. They run this weekend, and they're going to take it straight up to Haydock to go again. It must have gone home in good form. But I am going to go with Empire Steel, as you said. I think off of what it's done so far, it did get pulled up last time out, but it was in a very smart race in a Class 1 against some real classy horses. I think they must fancy it to be giving it a go in those strong races. And I'm sure they would have got it right for this race at Haydock. And I think it could just be a bit of a better horse out of the competition that's in it. I mean, Potts Corner, again, it's gone around Cheltenham for Christian Williams' team. The favourites obviously won 2 on a bounce at Cheltenham in some decent races. But I think form of that Empire Steel, winning one in the Class 3, getting pulled up against some real smart horses, I think it's a better horse, and they will have it right for this. So at a price, as opposed to 6-4, I'd have that at 6-1.
Okay, so we switch over now to Ascot. So, Frankie, I will hand this over to you, our next 3 races.
We've got 3 at Ascot, and we are starting with one that is, again, selection, like you said, a selection from my heart over my head, and I actually had to change. Let me just get the race up. Here we are. The 1965 Chase, grade 2, over 2 miles 5. The Winners Enclosure selection is Lost in Translation. My selection, these horses had a good old battle for a couple of races, is definitely the Soy. I would say this is the horse that got me into horse racing after watching it and backing it as a group win the Triumph, and then kind of following it ever since. And it went plenty of times at Cheltenham, which is, you know, where me and all my mates will go to watch it. So I absolutely love this horse. It obviously fell apart a little bit the back end of last season, being 2 to 5 favourite for the Champion Chase and not really doing anything, and then struggling since. But you've got to give it another go. It wouldn't still be here if it wasn't still doing enough at home. It was an amazing horse, and you know, it was on track to be. I mean, I think it was Champion Chase favourite even when Chacun Pour Soi was still in the race, and so was Altior. And it's a great jumping horse. It's just whether they've got it right. But I think, like I said, I don't think they'd be here if it wasn't in with half a chance, and I can't not back it at 4 to 1, 7 to 2. So definitely saw it my selection.
So I am going with Dash or Drasher. So Rex Dingle takes the ride whilst Matt Griffiths recovers in hospital from the car accident. So new jockey, trained by Jeremy Scott. Now his form, last 3 runs, won all of them. Does well at Ascot, as we've seen. So all of those, I'm pretty sure actually, all of those last 3 wins were at Ascot. So it's all there really. So beating Saturday's contender, Master Tommy Tucker and Benny's King already. Now, since making his chasing debut, he has had 4 wins from 7 chasing starts. Last season, he had 3 wins from 4. I think he's a really good horse. So apart from the change of jockey, I think it would be absolutely fine. That was the only thing that did concern me. I thought, change of jockey, but I think it'll be fine because he's a good horse. It's Jeremy Scott, stable star. So that's my pick for the 1405.
On form, I think we've got to have it. But as I said, I'm going with the heart over the head. That one. Next up, 240 at Ascot is the Coral Hurdle, Class 1, Grade 2, over 2 mile 3. Again, you've got a horse in here which I just can't not back in Goshen. I think I took it out last time as well, and it forever disappoints me and loses me money. But it's one of those. I don't know how Buzz is a 5 to 6 favourite, and it's literally been getting shorter throughout the day since it's been declared. It's 6 to 4, 5 to 4 even money, and now gone on at 5 to 6. I can't see how that is so short. Molly Ollie's Wishes obviously went well last time out and went pretty impressively up at Wetherby. Song for Someone, Goshen could have lapped when it actually was on form, and I just think, you know, Goshen ran in the Champ Hurdle and it nearly ran off the track before it even went anywhere. Then it went in the Irish Champion Hurdle and did all right. It come just behind Abracadabra. If it turns up, it's a Grade 1 horse and it should win. It's just a crazy Grade 1 horse. I'm taking my chance again. It's because of the price. Like, I don't think Buzz should be 5 to 6. I think Goshen.
No, I don't.
Goshen at 4 to 1. You take your chances. So that's my selection. The Winners Enclosure, I've also gone with Goshen, so they're feeling brave as well. And it's I mean, it'd be amazing if you saw those 2 horses that I've just spoke about in the last 2 Ascot wins. So Goshen is mine, the Winners Enclosure. And what about yourself?
So I am going with my favourite trainer, and this was the horse that I backed a few weeks ago. I think it was the 30th of October, Molly Ollie's Wishes. Such an impressive horse, and I think that ride was brilliant. Excuse me. So like I said, already had that appearance at Wetherby on October 30th, winning by 5.5 lengths, won easily, jumps well. At the bottom of the weight, he's the lowest rated, and I think there's more to come from this mare. Absolutely impressive. Last year's winner, Song for Someone, is it declared for this race? I know you mentioned it, but has it been declared?
I don't know. There's a price up, but it is drifting. So maybe not. There's a price up on Racing Post, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's been declared. Yeah,
because that was only a 3-horse race last year. But anyway, so yeah, that's who I'm going for. I mean, one of the things when I see a Dan Skelton horse, I just think, yeah, I'm going to let that one down.
It's absolutely flying over the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And Bridget Andrews, she rides, she's ridden the mare before. Hasn't won on the mare, came second at Beckenham in December 2019. But really, I really do think it will go well. The pair will go well. So yeah, that's my pick Molly Ollie's wishes.
Good stuff. Last up, the 3:15 Class 2 handicap, over 2 miles 1. And I am going with the man, Nick Schofield, who's absolutely flying at the moment. Can't stop winning. He's given some great rides. He was unlucky to come second in the last at Cheltenham on Sunday. I thought he should have won. If you look at the weights on this, it's actually disappeared. I don't know whether, again, things seem to be changing as we're speaking, but before midnight beat Sky Pirate at Cheltenham. Sky Pirate was carrying top right, and Nick said he was slightly worried about that. Also, first time out, he said it will come on as it goes through the year. You've now got this horse having its first run, so coming in and running again, and has got an £8 swing, I think, with Before Midnight. Before Midnight went off 10.3. Yeah, £8, and now it's going off 10.11, and Sky Pirate's going off 11.12 as it did last time. So it's coming out having a run. It's got an £8 swing on the only horse that beat it last time out. Nick is in absolutely flying form, so I'm going to go with Sky Pirate again. The Winners Enclosure have gone with Sully Dock. Hey, never know quite how to say that. Maiden Coleman on board. So that's the two from us. And what about yourself to finish up? I can guess who you're going for after it picked you up a winner, didn't it?
Yeah, and actually, so Sky Pirate has beaten this horse twice. However, I am sticking with Amula Gold. Last year's winner was First Flow. But yes, Amula Gold wears cheek pieces for the first time, so let's hope maybe that's just a little push for concentration. But yeah, we've already seen greatness in this horse. I was really impressed with my 12-1 winner a few weeks ago. I'm really impressive. I'm just trying to think which was the race I watched earlier. I mean, the horse is brilliant, and I just thought I can't not. Now, have you got what price is it at the moment, Frankie? If you've got it up,
it's can't get a price at the moment. I imagine there's no, I can't get a price. Let me have a look. 365.
Well, whilst you're looking, just a few things that I really loved about the horse. I mean, it won by literally a nose, but the amount of ground it covered to win was just incredible. And it came second in this race last year to First Flow. So
she got Before
fingers
Midnight,
crossed.
top of the market at 9-4. Sky Pirate 7-2. Amula Gold 9-2, and then Sully York 9-1. So a price from the Winners Enclosure. Competitive race, no doubt.
It is, but it's going to be an exciting one. So that's, another Dan Skelton horse. So yeah, that's my pick for that one. Actually, I think I've got 3 from the Dan Skelton yard this week.
Wouldn't be wrong. That's all we kept seeing in the Winners Enclosure all weekend.
Yeah.
These Skelton brothers. So, yeah, they are flying. Exciting weekends racing, and hopefully, as always, we've got some winners. I mean, there's some great horses. Goshen, obviously, we spoke about. Def de Soy. You've got Brave Man's Game. You've got Sky Pirate, another exciting one. And even then, you've obviously got the big one with Apple Tar. We're really getting into jump racing now, and it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I always use the word exciting, so I feel like I need to use something else, like it's going to be thrilling. But it gets better and better each week and more exciting. I mean, do you know what's nice? Last year when I was watching this, I was just sat on the sofa and, there was no crowds and it was just pretty miserable, whereas it's good because we're back up and running. There's crowds, there's a better atmosphere, everyone's excited, and the hype is back. So lots to look forward to. But yeah, we'll see how we get on this week. We go again, and we will catch up with everyone next Thursday. So don't forget to join us. Well, you won't catch us on Thursday. We're going to catch each other on Thursday, and you'll be probably seeing it on the Friday. But until then, good luck on all your selections. And myself and Frankie will see you soon.